Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. This should be a quick video because I just wanted to introduce you to this new project called as Reinforce Plus Plus, which seems quite promising. And as is the case always, the reason why I want to introduce you to it is because I think that you might see this happening or getting used in a lot of projects down the road in the current year. So let's get started. But before I explain to you in very simple words what is meant by this reinforce plus plus, let's set the stage by getting couple of ideas right. That idea is around reinforcement learning with human feedback and proximal policy optimization. Look, the thing is that all of these large language models are trained on a huge corpus of data, and we all know that. Whenever we want to steer these models in a specific direction, there are a lot of techniques out there, as you can also see in the quick intro of this paper. Like we have RLHF, we have PPO, DPO, and then GRPO and RLOO, a lot of others. I mean, I could go on, and this won't finish. Now, existing methods like reinforcement learning from human feedback, which is also known as policy tuning, for gaining such steerability is quite complex. It involves initially training a reward model to reflect human preferences and then fine tuning the LLM using reinforcement learning to maximize the estimated reward, all while ensuring that the model does not deviate significantly from its original state. So, this is where we need to be crystal clear what is meant by RLHF and PPO in order to understand this reinforce plus plus more. So RLHF in very simple words is a technique where we enable these LLMs to learn from human feedback. That's it. The objective is to fine tune the model's behavior to align with human preferences and values. And there are only two steps to it. First, a reward model is trained to predict human preferences and feedback, and then the LLM is fine tuned using reinforcement learning to maximize the reward. And it improves the steerability and controllability of models. Then we have PPO or proximal policy optimization. It's quite a popular reinforcement learning algo for policy optimization because the first one we already did, policy tuning, and then comes optimization. It is designed to optimize the policy of an agent or model in a complex environment while ensuring that the policy updates are stable and reliable. There are three steps to it. First, the model interacts with the environment and collects experiences in form of state, action, reward tuples. Then agent computes the advantage of each action taken, and then agent updates the policy using the computed advantages. It's a very at very high level, I understand. Now let's have a quick look in simple words. What is this reinforce plus plus? Reinforce plus plus in very simple words is an improvement to this reinforcement learning that integrates PPO inspired techniques to achieve simple, more stable, and efficient reinforcement learning with human feedback that leads to 30% faster training with comparable performance. The good thing is that if you go to their paper, you can also access this GitHub repo where you will find a lot of examples. But very early stages, it is not yet really feasible to test it out on your own data set or fine tuning techniques. So that is why I'm not making any hands-on video. But if you are looking to have some project under your belt, maybe you can go there and then using their very I would say rudimentary code, you can have your own testing. So if I have to summarize what exactly is new in this new in reinforce plus plus, first and foremost, unlike PPO, reinforce plus plus removes the need for a separate value function. That really reduces the compute and memory usage, and that is the prime reason why I'm so excited, because now if we get this, we might be able to fine tune our larger models on our large data sets with lesser VRAM. Also, if you compare it to Another method which is called as reinforce leave one out, RLOO, which I already have covered on the channel. This reinforce plus plus applies a penalty at each token step. That is where it really improves the quality by curbing undesired divergence more granularity. And then it also keeps the ratio clipping from PPO for stable updates, but avoids the added overhead of maintaining a critique. The training seems quite smoother as far as I have read through this paper, which is quite interesting read, but a lot of mathematics which I skipped through. But the idea is that using mini batch advantage normalization and reward clipping stabilizes the gradient update, so less loss, more effectively than traditional enforce. So really good stuff, and I think with this better reward, increase per unit KL divergence, it could be real good useful in the math scenarios. And if you go through this paper, they have shared some of the other enhancements, some of the integrations, updates, and some experiments where, especially when you check out what they have done here, uh, because they have tested on both general domain, on the prompt collection, and open RLHF, which I already have covered on the channel. uh, it has achieved comparable or even better performance than GRPO by using this Quen 2.57 billion instruct model in math reasoning. So if that is your domain, maybe this could be a good option because it looks really cool to me. And they have also given some of the links which you can check. And these are the results and analysis. If you are brave enough to understand these dense graphs and stuff, if you're from the machine learning background, feel free to go through it. But I really am not bothering about it. So conclusion, I'm just going to read through it, 3 lines. So you could use it as an alternative to PPO or GRPO for RLHF if you're already using it. And then it is going to um, enhance more in terms of future work. And then it is going to check with larger data set, as I said earlier. And then they are going to test it out in performance in more complex alignment scenarios. So I'm quite hopeful about this project. So let's see what comes out of it. As soon as I have something working, a demo out of their code, I will create another hands-on video because I'm more than sure this project is not going anywhere. I will also drop the link to it's in video's description. So check it out. Let me know what do you think about this paper. And towards the end, let me introduce you to the sponsors of this video, who are AgentBot, that lets you effortlessly deploy a personalized knowledge bot across platforms like Discord, Slack, and others. It is ideal for open source tech communities and startups that provide user support. And I will drop the link to their website in video's description. If you like the content, please do me a favor and share it among your network. If you're already subscribed, that is awesome. If you're not, please subscribe. Thanks for all the support.